Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So before we get into today's video, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys, and today we're going to be reading out of Matthew chapter 27 verses 50 through 53. And it says, Jesus shouted again with a loud voice and gave up his spirit. Suddenly the curtain of the sanctuary was split in two from top to bottom. The earth quaked and the rocks were split. The tombs also were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had gone to their rest were raised. And they came out of the tombs after his resurrection, entered the holy city, and appeared to many. So there's today's Bible verse for you guys. And yeah, today we're going to be tearing down a couple skid loaders. So as many of you guys know, I go down there to Ted Everett's every sale. And the last sale, I drug home a Case 60XT that had been in a fire. So that's what we're on a mission to tear down first. And then I got another skid steer out there that I want to tear down as well. But here is the case. So I brought it up here to tear it down because there's a pin right here in this back arm for the main support. So I got the pin all out of there, and I was like, oh, it's the same size for my telehandler, so I could fix it. Because as many of you know, I broke my telehandler. That's why it's sitting back here rotting away, and I can't find parts for it. But I lined it up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this thing work, even though it's a little short. I'll make it work. But it's a hair bigger, so that sucks. That the pin ain't the same, but I'll find a pin one of these days. But until then, this thing will just sit here and rot away. But yeah, I'm going to just finish tearing down the rest of this skid steer here. As you can tell, I've got the cab all loose. There was 2 bolts on the rear here, and then there was this shaft on the front. You guys ain't going to be able to see it very well. Maybe if I showed in there. There's that shaft right there that I pushed out this way first, and then got that side free, and then I lifted it up and pushed it the other way, and then got this side free. So the cab is all loose, and I have swept up all the broken glass and whatnot from the fire, so I ain't dragging it everywhere. So yeah, it's ready to yank out of there, and then it probably honestly needs a good wash from the fire. And then I can start tearing it the rest of the way down. So I guess what I'm going to do now, set you guys on a tripod, get this cab yanked off of there. Might try to get this bucket off here one way or the other, and then I need drain fluids, get it washed, and then finish tearing it the rest of the way down. So guess I'll set you guys on a tripod now and get to work. As you guys seen in the time lapse yesterday, I got the cab off of there and the bucket, and the cab came off a little awkward. It rolled forward. I was trying to just lift it up, but it kept hitting on the loader frame, so it's off of there, and that's all that matters. And then I got the bucket off, but all I did was take the 4 pins out, and I've got all the lines off for the quick connect. So now I just need to release the cylinders to get this quick connect off of here, so I can sell them separately. And then this morning I've been working on just getting some of that junk out of here. So I got the joysticks and then this piece off, and got the lift cylinders down. So I'm about ready to pull this boom off, because this pin I've got halfway out. So I need to bring the skid loader over here, lift it up, get this pin the rest of the way out, and then the boom will be ready to come off of there. And then I can get in there to work a heck of a lot easier. And I'm gonna bring the shop back out, get some of this crap cleaned up, and then bring the power washer in and power wash this really good. I think the wheel motors are just fine. They look to be fine. Just all the wiring and crap got all hot, because there's still paint on the motors. They look good, still paint all down there. So I don't think it got too hot down here. I mean, maybe up here it got a little warm, and then like there's still paint right here. So I think it just toasted all the wiring and some of the lines. Batteries are under there. I think it toasted them, but I really don't think it got too hot down here. So I think it probably was just like an engine fire that made its way into the cab, because there's a ton of wires in the seat and stuff. So, because as you guys can see, the injection pump's toast. Bunch of stuff's toast in here. Even the fan, it's kind of fell off of there, but it even melted the caps off of the main frame here on the back. So I think the main fire was back here, not up there too much. So the motor should be fine, and that's probably going to be where the money's at least where I recoup my money anyways, because the motor, I'm sure the crank is good and the block's still good, but anything up here I'd be scared. I mean, I might send the head off to get it tested, but I know the radiator and stuff like that's all junk. So guess what I'm gonna do now, set you guys on the tripod, try to get this loader frame off of here, and then I'll set you guys on the time-lapse mode and get to pressure washing this thing so I can keep tearing it down. As you guys seen in time lapse, I got it kind of rinsed off. I think I did more harm than good, but I was just worried about trying to get this a little cleaner and then them drive motors a little cleaner, but it was all nasty to work on after that because the water is all still sitting in there. Didn't care to rinse this off or anything because I didn't want all the crap blown everywhere. And then I just rinsed the motor off of here, and as you guys can tell, it looks a lot better anyways now. But I've got all the lines disconnected on this drive motor here, or this, whatever you want to call it, and all the bolts out, so it's ready to pull out. I'm not sure how heavy it is, but I'm about to find out. So I guess what I'm going to do now is set you guys on the tripod, try to get that pulled out of there by myself, and then I'm going to aim for getting these drive motors out of here, left and right hand side. But to do that, I'm probably going to have to take the four wheels and tires off of here, pull the hubs to disconnect the chains, which are right behind that cover. So that's the plan anyways. So I guess I'm probably actually gonna off camera drain the fluids, if there is any fluids in there, and then I'll put you guys on the tripod and go about getting all them four wheels and tires, four hubs off, and then get them drive motors and that other hydraulic thingy pulled out of there. So this thing, I finally got it out. It is pretty darn heavy. And now I have so much room to work in here. It's kind of nice. But my John Deere here, the wheel hubs come off by just taking the bolts off right here, and then it slides off. This case here, you have to come in this hole here, right there, and take this bolt and washer off to get this whole thing to slide out. And then it will. So I took this one off because I didn't have to jack it up. So I just pulled this whole hub assembly off. And then to get the rear hub assemblies out, it's just going to be easier just to pull the motor and then worry about that to get to that bolt in there, because that looks like pain in the butt. So both rear mounting bolts are out. And then I came back here to try to get the hydraulic pump off, which is this thing right here. And this whole bracket right here is the mounting for the motor. So it's loose, and I think honestly the motor's ready to be pulled, except for some wires and lines that need cut, but I'll just use the cutoff wheel for that. So I'm gonna find a chain and my eyelet thingies, or my U-hooks, whatever you want to call them, throw a chain across there and try to get this motor out of here real quick. And then what else did I get done? I don't think I got anything else done. I've been goofing around, but I'm this strong. I gotta show you guys how strong I am. So I'm gonna set you guys on a tripod here and watch this. Watch this wheel right here. Look at that. Make this thing do wheelies. Oh yeah. Stupid dog's barking at me. I'm that strong. I can make this thing pop wheelies. I'm just kidding. I got all the weight off of the front, and the motor's pretty heavy. So, yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do now, set you guys on the tripod, get this motor yanked out of here. And then I found out that this whole main frame here sells for $4,000. I was gonna scrap it, but I might put it on like Facebook Marketplace for like $2,000 to get it out of here. And that frame there is worth like $2,500. I'm gonna put it on there for like $1,500 just to get it gone. The cab's worth like $1,800, but I'll probably ask like $500 for it just because it needs paint and stuff. But yeah, I didn't know that these things were so pricey, but I knew the hydraulic motors and stuff like that were so pricey because I've bought them brand new for this thing. But yeah, I didn't know that the mainframe and all that stuff was that pricey. So that's good. Hopefully this stuff sells quick if I price it cheap enough so I ain't got to look at it, and better sell to someone else than scrap it. So I guess what I'm gonna do now, set you guys on a tripod, try to get this motor out of here, and then probably call it quits for today, and then finish this one up tomorrow and start on the next one. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There's the motor. It's out. Look how nasty it is. It's all this debris crap from the burn, the fire. But the motors are like the only thing left in here, except for the wheels and the hubs and whatnot. And get this motor out. This was this hydraulic motor, which it might be junk. But yeah, this was a motor mount, and then two right there, which came out pretty easy. Got a valve here of some sort, another valve there. They're probably toast, but I'll pull them off to sell them as like a core or something. And then here's like a weight that needs to come off, and then the wheels and hubs, and then that's about it. But yeah, here's the motor now that it's out. You guys can see how well it got burnt. The injection pump is fried. That is nasty. Dipstick's gone. But back here, not too bad. Looks pretty good back here, but it definitely got warm. Thinking it was probably engine fire or wire fire, cabin fire, something like that. But I think them are fine. So yeah, this looks fun. Looks fun and gross. So I'm I guess set you guys back on the tripod, get all these wheels and hubs off, and try to get these motors out. And then probably, I guess, clean this crap out so I can sell this thing. I was just gonna leave everything in here and throw it in the dumpster, but if it's worth $4,000, even if I get $2,000 out of it, I better just clean it up. So yeah, I'll set you guys back on the tripod and keep kicking at her. And just like that, I got the wheel motors out of both sides, and there ain't much left in here. So I'm just gonna finish this off camera just because look at how nasty this is. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm at least gonna get that motor out of there. Haven't decided on the valves yet. I'll have to look at, see how much they're worth. If they ain't worth too much, I'm just gonna let them go with this main frame here. So yeah, got the motors out, all the wheel hubs off, cylinders, that thingy majigger, this stuff. A lot of money in parts right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish the rest off camera, just so I don't bore you guys of just shoveling nasty junk out of there. But yeah, I'm in the morning finish cleaning up all these parts, get them all laid out so I can get them on eBay. The worst part, dislike doing eBay, but after I get it all cleaned up, then I'll go out there, grab the case 1816B and start tearing it down. I was just in the house this evening editing this video, and I was gonna add the other skid steer tearing it down in this video too, but this video is already long enough, so I'm gonna just save that skid steer for another video, have like a 2-part video instead of throwing it all in this video, making an hour-long video, and it'd be boring for you guys. I'd rather split them up, and so they're shorter and they're more interesting for you guys, and then maybe they'll catch more people by different thumbnails and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video of tearing apart the Case 60XT. If you want to see me tear apart a Case 1816B, make sure to stay tuned, as I'm going to probably start tearing it down tomorrow, hopefully. It just depends on how my Saturday goes. So yeah, thanks y'all for watching this video. If you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And I guess I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.